Morning, Mr. Dowdy. You were charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. I'm curious because you picked up a very serious aggravated kidnapping, and I want to know what happened because I want to know how dangerous you are, if at all, and or what type of conditions to put on you. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Please.
Yes, Judge. On October 1st in 2024, officers conducted surveillance attempted to locate a wanted felon and had a positive identification at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officers surrounded the house in fully marked vehicles and began to loudly hail on the PA, calling the defendant by name from the front of the residence. The officers announced themselves, stated they had a warrant, and advised the defendant to come to the front door with nothing in his hands. The officers observed the defendant exiting the back door and flee over a fence. The defendant continued over 2 fences as the officers gave chase in full uniform, telling the defendant to stop and get on the ground. The officers were able to catch up to the defendant as he was fleeing through a backyard and get him to the ground. The defendant evaded for approximately 100 yards.
Okay, what happened with the aggravated kidnapping, please?
The aggravated, you want to read the PC on that?
Yeah.
It's pretty long, Judge.
Just, I guess, a brief synopsis. You don't have to.
There's a brief summary on this, Judge.
Okay.
On September 18, 2024, the complainant and the defendant agreed to meet up to smoke. The complainant stated the defendant drove up to him in a white sedan, all pointed guns at him, and drove him to a park. The defendant struck him in the head with a pistol. At the park, defendant Dowy took him out and punched him before making him strip naked. Defendant Howard remained in car while at the park. Complainant recognized one as Draco, a man that he went to high school with, and another as Jonah. The complainant said he recently moved back to the area and was nervous about doing so because this group blamed him for the death of one of their friends.
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Dowdy, is that if you are able to make bond, my conditions will mirror the conditions in the felony case. As far as I see now, you were to have a GPS monitor, not to be in possession of a firearm, and you're ordered under house arrest. I will mirror those conditions as well. And I want you to know, Mr. Dowdy, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public. And if that means putting you down, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So you are not allowed out prior to release without a GPS monitor, and you'll be under house arrest. No weapons, and that's it. But if I find that you violate any conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high that your treads are going to fall out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Mr. No. No. What?
It was,
What?
I was in the passenger seat.
Stop. Don't. We'll get there.
I don't want to see you either.
Ms. Jackson, you now stand charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. On September 26, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle bearing an expired agent tag. Officers made contact with the occupants of the vehicle. Defendant Cephas was arrested for a DWLI, and defendant Jackson had active warrants out of Webster PD. Officers conducted an inventory of the vehicle and located 2 small black bags containing a green leafy substance on the passenger side where defendant Jackson was sitting, and a backpack containing a firearm in the trunk. Substance was identified as marijuana based on training and experience. The weight was 4 grams or 0.141 ounces. The defendants denied ownership of both. The defendants were identified with Texas driver's license.
Okay, I have so many questions.
Yes, Judge.
So first off, you said defendants.
Yes,
plural.
there are 2 defendants, Your Honor.
So the driver,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, and then the weed was found where?
Under the passenger seat where defendant Jackson was sitting
In what?
in a 2 small black bags.
How do you attribute the bags to her?
Your Honor, they were just located on the side of the vehicle where she was sitting.
So could be his. Right? Just puts it there. I don't know.
Yes, Your Honor, but the affirmative link would be in the proximity of where she was sitting As well.
Have anything else that identifies the bag as hers? Um, the guy is, the person's a guy, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so is there a lipstick? Is there anything else that would identify the bag as hers? You know,
No, Your Honor. All we have is that it was located on the passenger side glove box, just those two small black bags.
glove box.
Yes, Your Honor.
Absolutely.
It was in the glove box.
Stop it. Are you losing?
Yes, Your Honor. That's all we have.
Okay, I'm gonna find no probable cause. Be careful with the company you keep. When you hang with dogs, you get fleas, Miss Jackson. You know this. Come on. All right, please, just take a seat. I don't know why you're looking back there. There's nothing back there for you now. Mr. Waters, you were charged with criminal trespass. You're facing 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On September 26, 2024, officers self-initiated a criminal trespass investigation at a convenience store in Harris County, Texas. The officers entered the store and observed the defendant leaning on the front counter. The officers knew the defendant by name and sight from prior interactions and knew the defendant had been previously criminally trespassed from the location. The defendant was detained and identified with previous booking photos.
You picked up a theft at the same time. What, is that out of the same transaction?
No, Your Honor.
What happened with this? Because it's the same day, same filing date.
Says that the theft took place on August 28th.
Let's go through your history, Mr. Waters. January 23, you pick up a criminal mischief and you pick up a criminal trespass. On that day, you also get charged with 4 counts of theft. Theft. 2 months later, unlawful carrying of a weapon. After that, on the same month, you pick up another 4 counts of theft. So now we're at 8 thefts. A couple months later, another theft and an interference. Now you pick up an evading arrest, and a month later you pick up another criminal trespass and now a theft as well. Where are all these thefts from?
Your Honor, the most recent theft was at a gas station. And then the one before that, just for your information,
Counts of theft, what?
was at the Galleria. So they're at various locations, Your Honor.
So he's hitting different places then? Is that what,
Yes, Your Honor.
this is newest theft?
The newest theft is a gas station, Your Honor.
That could be another PR bond. You're on bond for this case and now you picked up another case. It's over, over.
Said they will write an affidavit about it, cause the store man said I would never trespass. We can call him.
Well, I will give you a lawyer today and we'll figure it out, but
Some of them
Stop.
they put them on me.
Okay.
I ain't got the officer badge numbers or nothing, bro.
Deputy, get ready, because I don't know. All I know is, Mr. Caldwell, you were on bond for a felony retaliation, felony aggravated assault of a family member, violation of a protective order with us, an interference, and then you pick up another felony retaliation, and we ordered you to be under 24-hour house arrest. And all I know is that on 2 different occasions, you left the house. What are you looking all confused about?
Judge, can I,
If you left the house or not,
Judge, can I
Yes,
explain
sir.
a little bit of the
Yes, sir.
situation? So,
Fine.
yes, Judge.
please.
So, Judge, he lived with the complainant before these cases in a house he rented, and he, because of the no conduct condition, he moved back in with his mother, who he had been financially contributing to the household. Because of the house arrest, he wasn't able to work, and so he hadn't been contributing financially. His mother became upset with him, and so kicked him out, and then he contacted pretrial to let them know. And then he explained to his mother that if he doesn't go back in, he's gonna possibly go back into custody because of this house arrest. So it was really just sort of an issue with his mother and where he's staying right now, because he had previously been contributing financially and in part taking care of his grandmother. And she was kind of thinking he was just lousing around the house. And then he had to explain the fact that he had this 24-hour house arrest. And he did contact pretrial as soon as it happened.
Rachel,
Judge.
do you see that?
Yes, so he called pretrial on September 21st and explained that whole situation, living with his mother, leaving for something about a car. They advised him that it would be a problem for his ankle monitor, and then because it was after hours, it was just someone at JPC that talked to him and told him to call back during business hours. The next time he called was not until 9:27, and he was stating at that point that he had a problem with his charger, and it seemed to be a shortage, they told him to come in. I don't see that he ever came in. And then on 9:30, it's saying that he's losing service. Plan to report to pretrial after court. They told him to bring a charger. So basically, it was just a back and forth conversation about bringing a charger, not bringing a charger. And then violations.
Well, Judge, he contacted the emergency after hours number.
Yeah, they have everything written down. There's nothing about mom. All I know is that and so do we have just Rachel one time that he took off from the house?
Yes, it's only that one day now. On 10/3, there was a no cell for 6 hours from now until yesterday. There was a no cell return.
What does that mean?
There's no signal going to the device. So what the officer said is basically the device was charged just enough for it not to be charged at battery, but the signal wasn't there for 6 hours. So it wasn't tracked.
I
But
know.
he
6
did
hours,
call.
we have no idea where you are.
Oh,
You take off another day.
that's what they was calling about. They were saying, come, report the pre-charge because of my charge. And I had told them I have court like the next day, and I'm like, I'm gonna report the pre-charge when I go to court, and the officer agreed to it. The officer said after court come right to pre-charge.
So the first conversation about the mother started 9/21, September 21st. He didn't call back again until September 27th, stating that he had a problem with the charger. But then on the 30th, he said that he was gonna come after court, which I'm assuming the court did.
Yeah, I was supposed to have court on them first, but
Right, we had court originally on the first judge, and then because of the bond violation report, it was set to today.
Why no 6 hours? Why no?
I don't know. They had kept calling me saying that my charger, they bring my charger in because it's saying like no signal. And then I was telling them,
Did you go in?
no, it was like 4:00. She was like, just come right after court. It was like the 30th or something, but I had court that Monday. I had court on the first.
And Judge, he was ready to come in court on the first, and
I don't care.
yes, Judge, I just.
All I care about is there's 6 hours that are unaccounted for. We have no idea what he's doing. We have no idea where you're going.
Oh, no, that wasn't my fault. That was the charge.
That is your fault. The device is not working and they told you to come in and you didn't go in.
Oh, no, she told me to come out the court. She told me to come out the court.
Is that right?
One day they did something because he told him that he had court the next day. But the first day he told him to come back.
But so there's 6 hours unaccounted for and they just told him to come the next day?
No, the 6 hours was yesterday. That was what was unaccounted for. This conversation happened on the 27th and the 30th.
Okay, I'm worried about the 6 hours that are unaccounted for yesterday.
Oh, that's why I was gonna go to pretrial at the court, because they called me like twice saying my charger was doing that. She said it's only charged, and I did report to her that like when I plug my charger up, it'll like prolong for like 30 seconds. And when I take it off, it'll let me know it's off for 30 seconds. So I did let the lady know I'm like something wrong with it.
How can we account? How can we account where he was during those 6 hours?
We can't. There is no signal to the device, so there is no tracking to it.
She said,
I'm not down with that. You could have been anywhere in the
That's why she
city.
told
I
me.
have no idea
Oh,
where you
no,
are.
I ain't going nowhere, sir. I ain't going nowhere.
I don't know that.
Yes, sir.
But Judge,
Yes, sir.
I don't think it'd be right for him to be punished if it's a defective device. If there's something wrong
And
with
it's
the
his
device.
responsibility to immediately go to pretrial, not wait the next day until you have court so you can do all in one.
That was a Friday, Judge. It was a Friday.
It was yesterday.
No, they're referring to this
Oh,
6
the-
hours.
I'm talking about the
Okay,
6
sure.
hours that are unaccounted for. You could be out and about doing whatever you are, harming my city. And I'm trying to protect my city when you've got 4 serious violent
Sir.
felonies open.
I didn't know it did that yesterday, though. I didn't know it did. I didn't get no call or nothing about it.
What, is he playing Helen
No, no,
Keller?
this-
What the
this is
hell?
another time.
No, he's
Like when they
referring to
call.
different incidents, Judge.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
I
just
didn't know.
I am only talking about the 6 hours that are unaccounted for. Put everything else out of your mind.
Yes, sir.
I'm only talking about the 6 hours. If I get another damn thing at 4 in the morning, I'm gonna freaking lose it. Wake up the entire nation over this damn 4 in the morning,
Got a blue warrant today. that woke me up.
Nationwide test all over from FEMA.
wake my ass up 15 times at 4 in the morning.
You can turn them off.
I know I did, but I'm already awake.
No, like turn it off from alerting you.
I know I did that, but I'm already awake. 4 in the morning, wake up my wife is now bitching at me to turn it off, and then all the kids too.
Was that a blue warrant, Judge? I got a blue warrant notification this
So
morning.
bottom line, you're unaccounted for 6 hours. We have no idea where you're going. We have no idea what you're doing, and I'm not done with it.
I don't know. I didn't know about the.
So there
it
is
was off.
something going on with the device. He has to just get the device checked. I don't know.
So I want to send him right now to go get the device checked to see if there's a problem with it.
You'll be charging.
No, ma'am. I didn't. I
Can he
didn't.
not go get it serviced without the charging
No, it's
device?
just, they tell them bring the charger. So like the officer kept telling you to bring your charger.
Yeah, she was like, when I leave court, go to,
Right, so you have your charger?
yeah, I have it. I have one.
Where is it?
It's in the car.
Okay,
so
I want you to go
Okay.
get the charger. I want you to go take it to where, is it Smart Start? Where? or-
No, 49.
49.
Okay, go there and I want to see if there's something wrong with the device.
Sir.
If there's nothing wrong with the device, then we'll have another hearing and I'll see you back here on Monday morning.
Sir.
But no, I'm not down with 6 hours unaccounted
No, I
for.
understand, Judge.
And then he's leaving on another day. I'm not done with that. You have strict
Sir.
bond conditions that you have to adhere to. And when you don't, there are consequences. That's it.
I ain't know the charger. I mean, the device did that though.
So something's wrong with
Yeah, because they'll call me and tell me and everything, but like I didn't get called.
And they did call you and they did tell you and you still didn't go. That's,
No, I'm talking about yesterday. They didn't call me and let me know like something's wrong with the device and then.
I got you.
go now. Where are you living now?
Still my mom. I had ended up explaining to her like why I had left. When I first came, I told her like, Mom, I'm gonna end up staying with you for a while. And then she was like, okay. She not understanding like it's a 24-hour house arrest though. So like when I had ended up leaving, I had called her back and explained to her like, Mom, you know I can't go nowhere. That's
What's your mom's phone number?
I'm right now.
Oh, that's right. Write your mom's phone number. I'm gonna call her right now.
832.
No, hold on.
Just write it down right here, okay?
your mom's name?
Gilbert.
Virginia?
Yes, sir.
Regina?
Virginia, yes, sir.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to.
She went right.
What's that?
She probably sleep. She.
Hello?
Is this Miss Regina?
Yes,
Hi, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County.
yes,
I've got Mr. Adrian Caldwell in front of me.
yes.
And I don't know what you know about this case, but he's got 5 very serious cases open. One of his bond conditions is that he's supposed to remain under house arrest for 24 hours a day.
Okay,
And I want to make sure that that's okay with you, that he can stay with you under 24 hours house arrest.
sure.
Is that okay?
Yes, yes.
Because he's trying to tell me here that there's a problem and that he might get kicked out or whatnot, that he's got to leave. And I want to make sure that wherever he's going, wherever he's staying, he's allowed to be there, and that the persons know full well that he's not allowed to leave the house.
Okay,
Are you okay with this?
yes,
Okay, you and I are now on the same page. There's no excuse for you to leave the house. If you leave, I will revoke your bond, and then you will stay with me. You will have house arrest with me.
Sir.
As it stands now, you're not off the hook. I want to see where those 6 hours are. We will send you to go get your device checked out to see what they can take. And then we'll see you here back on Monday. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Regina. Take care.
okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Roll on Monday, Judge?
Monday.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hi. Of course. Good morning.